figured I'd start recording now before I chickened out. Yeah, because I kept thinking about what I wanted to record because Aaron and I saw a video last night from Veritasium, and it's one of those like artsy pieces where it's the Vlogbrothers do it every once in a while, and they're basically having a voiceover across the various things that they've done, and they talk about various things. It's like thoughts from places, I guess. And I can't really do that very well because the camera's static. I want to just walk around with anyways. That's neither here nor there. Plus that would require editing, and that's against a one-take Friday. So the reason why I'm chickening out is because I want to talk about kind of warning trigger stuff. You know, it's in the title. If you're already getting to this point, then you're okay with hearing about this. So, back in June of 2000, I tried to go the way of the dinosaurs. And how I rationalized it then, how I rationalized it shortly afterwards, is different than what it was actually. The reason, it's just like when I have meltdowns now, it's rarely is it ever because of the sparking event. Like when I had the big old meltdown the last time back in May, February, whatever, I can't really remember. It was not because the phone, it's not I was angry at the phone. The phone just set me off. It's a straw that broke the camel's back. And my straw that broke the camel's back was someone told me they were pulling my leg. And it worked me up so emotionally that I didn't understand, that I snapped, basically. And I started misinterpreting reality, and I thought that was it, that's the end. There's no reason, but it was basically a meltdown. And it was because I was gay. I tell people that, you know, my parents had basically a bet as to the bet was who I would tell, or how I would tell them. Not that I was, but who I would tell. Whether I'd have, like, my sister or somebody else, or I'd leave a note, or I'd just tell them directly. Anyways, Mom held out that I tell them directly, and I didn't. I made Kathy do it. But yeah, so yeah, anyways. Getting nervous here. And the event was, like I said, someone pulled my leg about another guy, and I thought some really stupid things, and that was that. And as I was getting down close, like, the thing is I knew what I was doing in a weird way. I knew that I was going, I knew how to flood my body with chemicals. Household chemicals, mind you. Simple shit you can just buy it, not even in the detergent aisle or the chemical aisle. I'm talking like aspirin, coffee, and cigarettes. Just a whole shit ton. Anyways, it turns out that I was afraid of death. I didn't think I was, but it was pretty far down there, and the doctors were like, God, glad he got in here. There was enough to do it. I knew what I was doing, because, you know, because if I was going to do it, I was going to do it. And that very last moment, I just started, I couldn't do it anymore. And I recently watched, watched over the confessional thing I did 2 years ago in November 2013, and it was the same thing. I was experiencing not a physical death, but I was experiencing a spiritual death. And I couldn't take it and I broke down. Again, it was quasi meltdown because it was a slow buildup of anxiety about my displeasure in life. Way back in 2000, it was the fact that I don't know rightly, even at this point, I'm 34. And yeah, sorry, got sidetracked with the phone. I'm 34 now, and that was 19. It was 2000. I was born in 81. I was 18. Because that July 2000, I turned 19. This was June. I was 18, and I still don't really know what it was, and I couldn't handle, because it's like nobody was really saying anything positive, even though people were trying to get me to come out. Like mom was giving me the pamphlets and the flyers and the psychological thing, and she was trying to help me out, not try to get me to go to conversion therapy, which technically existed, but nobody knew about it at the time because we didn't live in the South. And yeah, but it was hard because my social group in high school was, I've brought this up before, they made fun of one guy and called him gay, and they praised another guy and they said he was gay, and I was like, and I was so socially naive, I didn't realize, and I was trying to figure out why they made fun of yet liked the guy gay. What are you talking about? Yes, I know it's sad. Thanks. Anyway, so and so it's like, people are like, are you, and I think to myself, am I gay? Well, I don't act like either of them. Because both of them, one was actually kind of gothic, the other one was queenie. And I didn't look like them, I didn't act like them, I didn't squeak, I didn't squeal, I didn't have a lisp to my voice. So I wasn't gay. I just liked guys. I wanted to date guys. I had feelings for guys, but I wasn't gay. So, anyways, I went to the hospital after that, and I went to a mental ward, and I saw some pretty dark down people. I saw the effects of ECT on poor lady every morning. Anyways, that's a different story. And I come back out of the hospital and I go to return to my normal life, and my friends distance themselves from me. It's like I was supposed to have friends, and when I actually had my darkest time, nobody was there. Like pretty much everyone walked away. So I finally went down, when I went to go live out on my own, I had to create a whole new group of friends. Because as supportive as my old friends said they weren't really supportive. The moment things went weird, they scattered. Anyways, and that's where I was getting at 2 years ago. I had a desire and nobody got it with me, and I just want to help people now because I've already been through it once physically, and second, more recently with that old death of spirit. And no matter how many times I tweet people that are going through problems, or I see it on their Tumblr, or I see them on Facebook, they never reach back out, and I don't know if I'm just like, I don't know how to reach further out and be much more in your face about it, because in a weird way I know that if you're in... I don't want anyone to go through that again. And yeah. I mean, if you have any questions about the whole thing, because I probably like gone all scatterbrained now, because so yeah. It's 2 times really dark. Whatnot. I'll have a link below in case you're really new and missed the confessional thing a while back. I've been having thoughts like this about talking about a video like this ever since I had to write an article piece for Go athletes, and I had to talk about suicide and all that jazz. And it's been sort of on my brain ever since. So yeah, I've never been physically back to that point. Never been anywhere close. Yeah, I'll chat with you guys later. See you over the weekend. I hope this helps in some way. And if you have someone in your life that does attempt it, and you want to back off, you know, if they obviously don't go through it. I mean, if they do go through with it, there's no reason to back off. But if they survive the damn thing, and it was an honest to God, and this like, I don't know, just don't back away, even if you happen to cause it in a weird way. Don't make them feel as dark as I did for a couple of years afterwards. Because I went to a dark place in my own mind. And when I came back out, I looked around and that all it was a dark place for many years afterwards. And while I healed physically, and then healed spiritually. And that's why I like football so much. Because it feels like it's mending that little bit of... It's definitely righting wrong. That's probably the worst reason.